Hello, Key Stage 1. How are you? Are you ready for some more maths fluency work? Today we're going to have a look at putting our multiples of 5 and all the fluency work you did with me last time into practice. We're going to do it practically, and this is something that you're not going to be able to learn in just one little video. You're going to have to keep practicing it again and again. Because today we're going to be looking at using our multiples of 5 to help us tell the time. So the way I've structured this PowerPoint is we're going to start off with the very first things you need to know about time. Once you've got that mastered, you can then come back and have a look at the next bit. Come back, have a look at the next bit. This will take time and it will take a bit of work from yourselves. But afterwards, you will be amazing at time. And I've also got some really fun games that you can play at the end of the slide. So the first thing we're going to have a do is, if we're going to be using our 5s to help us tell the time, we need to recap them. So can you chant along with me? 3, 2, 1. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Now I wonder, does anybody know why I've stopped at 60? I wonder if there's anything special about time, which means I would stop at 60. Yes, that's right. When the minute hand goes round the clock, there are 60 minutes. Fabulous work. But we also need to be able to count back down in 5s. So if we start at 60 this time, can you count back down with me? 3, 2, 1. 60, 55, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. Well done. That was really good work. Now, when it comes to time, the first thing that we're going to do is explore the o'clock. Now, you'll see here, I've got a bit of a funny picture. And that's because you can make your own clock out of paper plates and just something in the middle to kind of fasten it together. Anything to hold the hands on so that you can swizzle them round. You'll see in a minute what my clock looks like. It's really, really simple. You might need a grown-up to help you just to make the holes in the paper plates and help you draw the numbers on. But then you can have a go at practicing lots of different times. But like I said, the first thing we're going to do is explore o'clock. So what you need to know is when the minute hand, the big hand, is on the 12, it means it's something o'clock. And the way we know what o'clock it is where the hour hand is. That's the little hand. So here you can see that both hands are pointing to the 12. So it's 12 o'clock. Here, the hour hand is pointing to the 1. So that's right, 1 o'clock. Here it's pointing to the 2, so that's right, 2 o'clock. Would you like to play a game? I'm going to move my mouse over a clock and I want to see if you can shout out what time it is. Are you ready? Because I might be very, very quick. 3, 2, 1. That's right, 7 o'clock. 3, 2, 1. That's right, 1 o'clock. 3, 2, 1. That's right, 9 o'clock. 3, 2, 1. That's right, 3 o'clock. 3, 2, 1. That's right, 10 o'clock. 3, 2, 1. Yes, 2 o'clock. 3, 2, 1. Yes, it's 8 o'clock. Well done, that was really great work. So now you know how to tell the o'clock. And here is my homemade paper plate. So if you need a little bit of practice on the o'clocks, then you can make a plate with the minute hand staying on the 12. So I've drawn the minute hand on. And then using a bit of paper that I've coloured in and cut out, I've used my pipe cleaner to attach the hour hand to my paper clock. And then it just moves around, and I can practice moving it and saying what time it is for the o'clock. If you would like to practice o'clocks a bit more, pause the video here and come back to it when you've got them sorted. This can be later on in the day, or it could be in a few weeks if you want to keep practicing. Whatever's best for you. The next thing that you need to get confident at is using your half past, quarter past, and quarter to. Now these can be a little bit tricky, but you can see here that I have drawn lines down the middle of my clock from the 12 to the 6 and from the 9 to the 3. So I've split it into 4 parts or quarters. So the first thing we're going to have a think about is half past. Now you can see here, I've actually stuck another paper plate under my clock paper plate so that when the minute hand is on the 6, you can lift the 6 up and underneath it says half past. So the thing that you need to know is if the big hand is pointing at the 6 or halfway down the clock, it would be half past the hour. So this time would be 12:30. Now for you, the best thing that you could do now is have a go at practicing all of the half pasts. So you could move your hour hand to point to the 1, it would be 1:30. You could point it to the 2, 2:30. Point it to the 3, 3:30. Point it to the 4, 4:30. Point it to the 5, 5:30. Once you're really confident with half past, you could do the same for quarter past here, and you could do the same for quarter to. At this point, if you're not yet confident in these times, I would stop the video now and practice your quarter past, half past, and quarter to, and come back to the next bit when you feel more confident. So this is a greater depth skill for year 2. And as you can see, we will be utilising our 5s to help us tell the time. So you can see that the 1 is actually 5 minutes past, because here there's 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Now what I've done on my clock is on the paper plate underneath the 1, I've written a 5. On my paper plate underneath the 2, I've written a 10. On my paper plate underneath the 3, I've written a 15 and quarter past. So quarter past is the same as 15 minutes past. And I've done this going all the way around my clock. So first of all, we're going to have a go at chanting the minutes past. Okay, so these are the minutes past the hour. So let's give it a go. 3, 2, 1. 5 minutes past, 10 minutes past, quarter past, 20 minutes past, 25 minutes past, 30 minutes past, 35 minutes past, 40 minutes past, 45 minutes past, 50 minutes past, 55 minutes past, and 60 minutes past, which of course would be the next hour, the next o'clock. Now with time, we can also say times 2 the hour. So how many minutes is it until the next hour? And I hope you can realise that the numbers are going the other way around. So this is why it's really important to be fluent in our 5s, because now suddenly we don't start 5, 10, 15, 20. We start at 55. So here on the 12, it's already the o'clock. So it's 0 minutes to the next o'clock. 1 would be 55 minutes before the big hand, the minute hand, is on the next o'clock. 2 would be 50 minutes until the big hand's on the o'clock. Could you have a go at chanting these with me? 3, 2, 1. 55 minutes to, 50 minutes to, 45 minutes to, 40 minutes to, 35 minutes to, 30 minutes to, 25 minutes to, 20 minutes to, 15 minutes to, 10 minutes to, 5 minutes to. And you can see on my paper plate, I've attached another plate so I can do the same thing. So I can see that if my minute hand is pointing to the 2, it's 50 minutes until the next hour. However, we've just practiced the minutes past and the minutes to. But do you ever hear me say it's 55 minutes until 2 o'clock? No. When we tell the time, we use a mixture of minutes past up until half past and then minutes to up until the o'clock. So we normally say 5 past, 10 past, quarter past, 20 past, 25 past, half past, then we switch to 2. 25 minutes to, 20 minutes to, quarter to, 10 to, 5 to, o'clock. But I've put a little sign here that one crucial thing to know, and it's good to know, is that 10 minutes past is the same as 50 minutes to. So what's really good is on this clock, it's really important to know that all the times past and all the times to, so that you have a really good solid understanding of the time. I cannot stress enough how useful it is to make your own manipulative clock tool to help you with this. It will really help you get good at telling the time. What's also really good, however, though, is some fun games. A really fun game to play is What's the Time, Mr. Wolf? So you stand at the front, and if you've got any brothers and sisters or your parents can stand behind you, and they say, "What's the time, Mr. Wolf?" You can work out the time on your clock, and they have to creep up to you and see if they can get you. When you've worked out the time, you can turn around and go, "Rah!" and see if you can catch them. You could also play time bingo. So you could make different times on clocks, and you could play bingo, or you could play snap and give it a go. This will all help you practice time in a fun and practical way. So I hope you've had fun learning how to tell the time. Good luck, have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you again soon.